So first and foremost, spoke to him every day, voice noted every day, text every day. Conversation was good, didn't see any red flags, seemed to be a family man, seemed to be quite nice, definitely like going to the pub, didn't see any other red flags other than that. On the day of the date, he never texted me good morning, which I thought was a bit odd because he used to text me every day good morning, but then he said he'd been really busy, etc, etc. When I said to him, you know, is it still happening? He said yes. That morning of the date, he called me Katie. He said, good morning, Katie. My name is Georgia. So I was a bit confused. Asked him who Katie is. He said that it was a woman in his office that he worked with on the construction site. I knew it was a lie. Let it slip. We hadn't met. He had no loyalty to me. Whatever. Comes the date. We had agreed 5-6 days in advance that we was getting there for 8 o'clock. I got in a cab at 7:30, told him I'd be there at 8 o'clock. He said he would be there at 8 o'clock. I'm in the cab. He says to me, I'm running 15 minutes late. Didn't say sorry, just said I'm going to be there at 8:15.
Women, 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 ladies. Should I call you women? Should I call you ladies? It's all the same. All girls, yeah? Because all of you fall in love. All of you are seeking for love. And I really wish you all the best in your endeavors of finding love. But as you are at it, please do not forget the red flags. Do not forget the red flags. Now, you have had this lady. She saw red flags in her initial relationship, but she gave excuses for it. You know, she went ahead to say, no, maybe this, maybe that. Now, this is a problem women have. When a woman really likes a guy or is really into having a relationship, getting into a commitment, they're going to try and frustrate the red flags that they get in their heads. They are going to try to say or give excuses for these red flags. Oh, maybe he's like this, maybe this and this, maybe I'm judging him too quickly. Trust me, you are not judging too quickly. Women, we have a natural instinct that God gave unto us that gives us the ability that even men do not have. Women are able to sense something that a man will not sense, and it turns out to be the way they were thinking it is. So guys, please pay attention to the red flags. This lady says that, okay, she met this guy on Tinder, and then when they met, they started making plans of meeting. They started chatting a few days prior to their meeting or their date, and then this guy was so nice, used to send good morning messages, all this sweet lovey-dovey stuff and all that good night. Make sure he is on point. And then the due day comes when they're supposed to meet, and actually this guy is like getting cold feet. Now, when a guy gets cold feet, it could be a sign of a red flag. Pay attention to it. Note it down. Yeah, let it be on your list. And then he didn't even send her a good morning message. Who does that? Because I, for one, think that when you have just entered a new relationship, there is this fire, there is this drive that comes from the new relationship, and you are just excited. Yes, you're nervous, but you're nervous excited. You can't wait to meet this person because you are so attracted to them. You like them so much that you want to start something with them. What would make you not send me a good morning message in the morning, yet you have been consistent about it? And why would you start giving excuses about why you are coming late for our date? Yes, that could be okay, but women, don't ignore that in the initial stages. Because in the initial stages, when a guy really likes you, they want to impress you. If they don't do that and they find it so easy to actually speak disappointingly, like telling you about time, how they're going to be late, and then they don't even say sorry, they don't apologize, and you think this guy wants to keep you, please guys, put in mind, it is a red flag. But anyway guys, to cut the long story short, this guy actually shows up, and trust me, her instinct was actually right. Yeah, he showed up for their date, and oh my god, it was crazy. So you guys, you should learn how to make use of your instinct. Women should not be one of the people who say, okay, I'm heartbroken and all that, because you have a gear that God gave you. You have this instinct that God gave you to your heart, to protect your feelings, to protect everything that has to do with you. But the thing is, women self-sabotage. They sabotage whatever instinct that they feel towards a certain situation. Stop this, guys. So watch what happened to their date, and you will see that she was right, and your instinct is always right.
In walks Luke as the waiter's talking to me. Luke comes straight over, says that he had a nightmare with his Ubers. He was sweating profusely. He was very chaotic, very erratic. Ordered a Sambuca straight away along with a lager. Sat down next to me, grabbed my legs, grabbed my cheeks, went to kiss me on the lips. I was like, what the fuck? Very handsy, very, very uncomfortable straight away. Did not like him. Knew that I would never see him again, but didn't want to judge him too much and just kind of put it down to there might be nerves. So as the date's going on, he's talking about himself over and over and over and over and over again, sweating, touching his nose. I asked him, are you on packet? He said no. I definitely 100% think he was. I just don't think you should come on a date on packet. It's fucking weird, right? So anyway, I said to him,
So I'm actually glad that this lady got to know that her fears were actually real and even worse than what she thought. Because in this next clip, you guys are going to see what she found after the entire death thing. And this will show you that never ignore red flags. Red flags are real and it could actually damage you if you keep on insisting on turning it to be green. Red is red. Red can never be green. Yeah, green is different from red. Women, protect your hearts when it is still early in the initial stages. I am happy that this lady actually, in the video that you guys are going to watch, you will get to know God actually helped her protect her heart, because it was worse off than what she actually thought it is. This guy was a danger to her life, to her heart, and to her mental health.
left Katie at 7 p.m. from drinking with her at 5 p.m, come to meet me at 8:45, realised he weren't getting anywhere with me and went back to Katie at 10 o'clock. That is exactly what happened that night. Scumbag, she slept with him that night. Obviously, she knew no different. She didn't know he'd been on a date with me, etc, etc. Just tells you the level of how fucking awful he is. I also got a DM from a girl called Sophie. Sophie had slept with him back in May, and actually her and Katie have overlapped on the days that they've slept with him. So he's definitely had multiple girls on the go. Definitely spreading his seed everywhere and whatever else. What I'm going to say is now is that his name is not Luke. We do know his real name. I'm not going to disclose his real name because, quite frankly, he's got children and I really don't want to be the bearer of that news to children, especially if he's got a teenage daughter. Now, the information that
I'm winding this up by saying that I'm a very big believer of love. Love does exist. But if you get the wrong people, you are going to hate love. You're going to think that everyone is love bomber. Do they call them love bombers? Yes. You are going to think that love does not exist. It actually exists, but it is you that is the problem sometimes, because you make the wrong choices and you turn the red flags to be green. Please be careful. Pay very much attention. They say love with your heart, but sometimes you have to get your mind, your brain involved. Don't only go with your heart, but make sure that your mind, your brain is the one that's going to help you in the judgment stage to judge whether this is good for you or bad. So guys, if you want to continue watching me, like and subscribe to my channel.